Welcome back to Coin Treasure Hunt, the channel where we explore the amazing world of coins, their fascinating history, their hidden worth, and the incredible stories behind even the smallest pieces of metal in your pocket. If you are passionate about coins and love discovering the value of rare treasures that might be hiding in your change, then you're in the right place. Make sure to subscribe to Coin Treasure Hunt and turn on the notification bell so you never miss any of our exciting episodes. Today we are diving deep into one of the most interesting coins of the modern era, the 1997 1-cent coin, also known as the Lincoln Memorial Penny. At first glance it might seem like just another penny, but the truth is that this coin carries a rich history, and in certain conditions can be worth much more than its face value. From its design and production to its rare errors and collector's value, today we'll uncover everything you need to know about the 1997 penny and how it might be worth a fortune. Let's begin with a little history. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of the birth of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it was the first coin in U.S. history to feature a real person on the obverse or front side. The portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the penny remains one of the most iconic and recognizable designs in American coinage. From 1909 to 1958, the reverse design of the penny displayed two wheat ears around the words 1 cent, which led to the nickname Wheat Penny. In 1959, to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, the U.S. Mint introduced a new reverse design featuring the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., created by designer Frank Gasparo. This Lincoln Memorial design remained on the penny for 50 years, from 1959 until 2008, and the 1997 1-cent coin belongs to this historic era. The obverse of the 1997 penny features the right-facing portrait of Abraham Lincoln with the words "In God We Trust" above his head, the word "Liberty" to the left, and the date 1997 to the right. Beneath the date you may see a mint mark indicating where the coin was made. The reverse side shows the famous Lincoln Memorial surrounded by the inscriptions "United States of America et Pluribus Unum" and 1 cent. If you look closely at the memorial, you can actually see a tiny image of the statue of Lincoln seated inside, making this one of the few U.S. coins to depict the same person on both sides. Now let's talk about where and how these coins were made. In 1997, the U.S. Mint produced the Lincoln cent at 3 different facilities. The Philadelphia Mint made coins without a mint mark, the Denver Mint struck coins with a D mint mark, and the San Francisco Mint produced proof coins with an S mint mark. The composition of the 1997 penny is copper-plated zinc change that began in 1982. Each coin contains 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, weighs 2.5 grams, and has a diameter of 19 millimeters. The edge of the coin is smooth. The total mintage for the 1997 penny was enormous. The Philadelphia Mint struck about 4.6 billion coins, while the Denver Mint produced approximately 4.3 billion. The San Francisco Mint created about 2 million proof coins for collectors. That's a total of more than 8.9 billion 1-cent coins minted in 1997, which makes it one of the most widely circulated coins of its decade. Now, even though billions were made, not all 1997 pennies are equal in value. Most of them are worth 1 cent in circulation, but there are special examples that are highly prized by collectors. Let's take a look at the values. A regular 1997 penny from Philadelphia or Denver in circulated condition is worth 1 cent. However, in uncirculated condition or mint state, these coins can be worth much more. A 1997 penny graded mint state 65 red can sell for around $5 to $10, while those graded mint state 67 red can bring anywhere from $50 to $150. The rarest examples in mint state 68 red have sold for $400 or more, depending on their luster and strike quality. The 1997 D penny follows a similar pattern. Mint state 65 red examples are worth $5 to $10. Mint state 67 red coins can sell for up to $200, and the finest examples in mint state 68 red can reach prices above $500 at auction. The 1997 S-proof penny is a special collector's coin made with mirror-like finishes and sharp details. In proof 69 deep cameo condition, it is worth about $15 to $25, while a perfect proof 70 deep cameo coin can bring $75 to $150 or more, depending on collector demand. Now let's move on to what really excites coin collectors: minting errors and die varieties. These rare mistakes made during production can transform a common coin into a valuable treasure point. One of the most sought-after types of errors on 1997 pennies is the double die variety. This happens when the coin die used to strike the coin has been improperly engraved or misaligned, resulting in a noticeable doubling on the letters or numbers. Doubling may appear on Liberty in God We Trust or the date 1997. Depending on how strong the doubling is and the overall condition of the coin, such errors can be worth anywhere from $50 to over $500. Another valuable error is the off-center strike. This occurs when the coin blank is not properly aligned during minting, causing part of the design to be missing or shifted. If the date is still visible, collectors will pay anywhere between $100 and $500 for a well-defined off-center strike. There are also die cracks and die chips, small raised lines or bumps on the coin caused by a damaged minting die. These errors can appear on Lincoln's head or around the lettering and are often called cuds by collectors. Depending on their size and placement, they can add $10 to $50 or more to a coin's value. A particularly interesting error is the missing copper plating error. Since modern pennies have a thin copper layer over a zinc core, sometimes this plating is incomplete or missing entirely, leaving parts of the coin silver or gray in color. These plating errors are quite collectible and can be worth $25 to $150 depending on how much of the copper is missing. In extremely rare cases, some 1997 pennies were struck on the wrong planchet, such as a dime blank or a foreign coin blank. These wrong planchet errors are extremely valuable and can bring $1,000 or even more depending on the coin. Now let's talk about the historical background of the 1997 penny. The late 1990s were a time of rapid change in the United States. Technology was booming, the internet was becoming a part of everyday life, and yet the humble penny remained a symbol of America's economic history. Every single penny carried the face of Abraham Lincoln, reminding millions of Americans daily of the values of honesty, equality, and perseverance that Lincoln stood for. Even though the penny's buying power had declined by 1997, it still held emotional and historical value as a symbol of the nation's past. Over time, many 1997 pennies have worn down or been lost from circulation. High-grade examples and proof coins are increasingly sought after by collectors, especially those that remain in pristine mint state condition. The combination of a classic design, historical importance, and the possibility of rare minting errors makes the 1997 penny an exciting coin to collect. To summarize, the 1997 1-cent coin belongs to the long-running Lincoln Memorial series that began in 1959 and ended in 2008. It was produced at the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints. The coin is made of copper-plated zinc, weighs 2.5 grams, and measures 19 millimeters in diameter. More than 8.9 billion coins were minted that year. While most examples are only worth 1 cent, uncirculated and proof versions can be worth several dollars to several $100s. Rare error coins such as double dies, off-center strikes, and missing copper plating errors can reach values of hundreds or even thousands of dollars. So the next time you come across a 1997 penny, take a closer look. Check the mint mark, inspect the coin for errors, and look for that bright red luster that collectors love. You might be holding a small piece of American history, or even a coin worth far more than 1 cent. Thank you for watching Coin Treasure Hunt, the home for all coin enthusiasts and collectors. If you enjoyed learning about the 1997 1-cent coin, its history, and its hidden value, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to Coin Treasure Hunt, and hit the bell icon so you never miss our newest uploads. Have you ever found a 1997 penny with a strange error or in perfect condition? Let us know in the comments below, and share your coin discoveries with our community of collectors. Remember, every coin tells a story, and sometimes that story can be worth a lot more than you think. This is Coin Treasure Hunt signing off. Keep searching, keep collecting, and as always, happy treasure hunting. Welcome back to Coin Treasure Hunt, the channel where we explore the fascinating world of coins, their hidden stories, their real values, and the secrets that might be sitting right in your pocket change. If you love discovering rare coins, learning about their history, and understanding how even a single penny can turn into a small fortune, then this is the perfect place for you. Make sure you subscribe to Coin Treasure Hunt and hit the notification bell so you never miss our latest episodes where we reveal the treasures hiding in everyday coins. Today we are talking about a small but remarkable piece of American coinage, the 1996 1-cent coin, also known as the Lincoln Memorial Penny. You may have handled thousands of these coins without ever realizing that some of them can be worth far more than 1 cent. In this video we will cover the full story of the 1996 penny, including its history, design details, composition, minting figures, and most importantly how to identify the rare and valuable versions that collectors are hunting for. Let's begin with the history of the Lincoln cent. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. This was a major moment in U.S. coinage because it marked the very first time a real historical figure appeared on a U.S. coin. The designer Victor David Brenner created the portrait of Lincoln that still appears on the penny more than a century later. The coin became an instant success because of Lincoln's enduring legacy as a symbol of honesty, leadership, and unity. From 1909 to 1958, the reverse of the coin displayed 2 wheat ears around the words 1 cent, giving rise to the term wheat penny. Then in 1959, to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, the reverse design was changed to show the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. This design, created by Frank Gasparo, remained on the penny until 2008, and the 1996 1-cent coin is part of this long-running Lincoln Memorial series. Now let's take a closer look at the design of the 1996 penny. On the obverse or front side of the coin is the famous right-facing portrait of Abraham Lincoln. Above his head appear the words "In God We Trust." To the left is the word liberty, and to the right is the date 1996. Beneath the date you may notice a small mint mark which tells you where the coin was made. The reverse side features the Lincoln Memorial surrounded by the inscriptions United States of America across the top, 1 cent at the bottom, and E pluribus unum above the memorial, which means out of many one. In 1996 the penny was struck at 3 U.S. mints. The Philadelphia Mint produced coins without a mint mark. The Denver Mint produced coins with a D mint mark, and the San Francisco Mint struck special proof coins with an S mint mark for collectors. The composition of the 1996 1-cent coin is copper-plated zinc. Since 1982, pennies have been made of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper instead of the earlier solid bronze composition. The coin weighs 2.5 grams, has a diameter of 19 millimeters, and features a smooth edge. Now let's talk about how many were made. The 1996 penny had a very large mintage. The Philadelphia Mint struck about 6.6 billion coins, the Denver Mint produced roughly 6.5 billion, and the San Francisco Mint made around 2.5 million proof coins. That adds up to more than 13 billion 1-cent coins minted in 1996. With numbers like that, it's no surprise that these pennies are common in circulation today, but there are still special examples that can be worth a lot of money. Let's start with the basic values. A circulated 1996 penny is worth 1 cent, but uncirculated examples in pristine condition can be worth far more. A 1996 penny from Philadelphia graded Mint State 65 red sells for around $5 to $10. In Mint State 67 red the value can jump to $50 to $150, and the rarest examples in Mint State 68 red have sold for over $400 at auction. The 1996 D penny from Denver follows a similar pattern. A Mint State 65 red example can be worth $5 to $10, while Mint State 67 red coins can bring $75 to $200. The highest graded 1996 D pennies in Mint State 68 red have sold for $500 or more depending on eye appeal and rarity. The 1996 S-proof penny from San Francisco is another collectible piece. Proof coins are struck using specially polished dies and planchets to produce mirror-like surfaces and sharp details. A 1996 S-proof penny in PR 69 deep cameo condition is worth about $15 to $25, while a perfect PR 70 deep cameo example can bring $75 to $150 or more depending on collector demand. Now let's move on to the part that really excites collectors: minting errors and varieties. These are the coins that can turn a simple penny into a valuable treasure point. One of the most valuable types of mint errors on 1996 pennies is the double die variety. A double die happens when the coin die used to strike the design is improperly aligned during production. This creates a doubling effect on parts of the coin, such as the letters in Liberty, or In God We Trust, or the numbers in the date. These double die errors can be worth anywhere from $50 to over $500 depending on how strong the doubling is and the condition of the coin. Another type of valuable error is the off-center strike. This occurs when the coin blank is not properly centered during the minting process. The more off-center the design and the more of the date you can still see, the more valuable the coin. Off-center 1996 pennies can be worth $100 to $500 or more. There are also die crack and die chip errors where small breaks in the minting die cause raised lines or blobs of metal to appear on the coin. These are sometimes called cuds or extra metal errors. Depending on how dramatic they are, these coins can sell for $10 to $50. A particularly interesting type of error is the missing copper plating error. Because modern pennies are made of zinc with a copper coating, sometimes the plating process goes wrong, leaving parts of the coin silver colored. These plating errors can be worth between $25 and $150 depending on their appearance. And in very rare cases, a 1996 penny can be struck on the wrong planchet, such as a dime or foreign coin blank. These wrong planchet errors are extremely collectible and can sell for $1,000 or even more depending on the coin. Now let's place the 1996 penny in its historical context. The mid-1990s was a time of technological progress and economic growth in the United States. Personal computers and the internet were beginning to transform everyday life, and yet the humble penny remained a symbol of America's economic tradition. Billions of 1996 pennies passed through the hands of Americans, buying everything from a cup of coffee to a bus ticket. Each coin carried the portrait of Abraham Lincoln, a constant reminder of the values of honesty, determination, and equality that he stood for. Even though the 1996 penny is common in circulation today, finding one in perfect mint state condition or with a rare minting error can be a thrilling discovery for collectors. Over time, as more of these coins wear out or are taken out of circulation, high-grade examples will continue to rise in value. To summarize, the 1996 1-cent coin is part of the Lincoln Memorial series, which ran from 1959 to 2008. It was produced at the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints. It is made of copper-plated zinc, weighs 2.5 grams, and measures 19 millimeters in diameter. More than 13 billion were minted. Circulated examples are worth 1 cent, but uncirculated and proofed coins can be worth several dollars to several $100s. Rare error coins such as double dies, off-center strikes, or missing plating errors can be worth hundreds, or even thousands of dollars. The 1996 penny is more than just a coin, it's a piece of American history, a tribute to one of the greatest presidents, and a reminder that even the smallest denomination can carry a big story. Whether you find one in your pocket change or in an old coin jar, take a closer look, because you might be holding a hidden gem waiting to be discovered. Thank you for watching Coin Treasure Hunt. I hope you enjoyed learning about the 1996 1-cent coin, its history, and its potential value. If you liked this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to Coin Treasure Hunt, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our latest coin stories. Tell us in the comments if you have found a 1996 penny that looks special, or if you have ever discovered a rare coin in your change. We love hearing your stories and sharing your excitement about the world of coins. Remember, every coin tells a story, and sometimes that story is worth much more than you think. This is Coin Treasure Hunt signing off. Keep checking your change, stay curious, and as always, happy collecting.